Sorry, it's a new OBS. I thought I was live and I'm like, why am I not live? What's going on? It says that I'm connected. I had to hit go live in OBS Studio. Okay, so how you start streaming is you have to hit start streaming, then it opens manage broadcast, and then in stream in OBS Studio, not OBS Studio, YouTube Studio, you need to hit go live. Then I forgot that I had to go back into OBS and then hit go live as well. Whereas on to go live on Twitch, it's literally just press go live and go. Okay, I'll be right back. Forgot to fix. My intro's gonna abruptly cut off. I forgot about that. But hi Jarno, hi Theater, hi Rob, hi S4, hi Whiskey, hi... Oh, I can't read that. Naj? Mad Haha? Gojo's wife, go to... Hi. And Diego, you should go to bed. Last Seahorse, hello. I was not late because technically the broadcast started, right? Technically it started. Technically. Yeah, Diego, that's not healthy. You should just go to bed. Sleep is important. You need to have like 7 hours of sleep a day to maintain a healthy lifestyle. To put it this way, if you think you're not tired but you're underslept, you're gonna think that you're performing as normal, but you're not. You're actually performing slower than you normally would. And then also too, you know, you're having adverse health effects as well as shortening your lifespan by consistently not having enough sleep. Well, I mean, Whiskey, if you take a nap, that's fine, but health professionals do recommend 7 hours of sleep per day. So if you get those 7 hours of sleep, like, oh, hello. Yeah, I forgot to fix that. If you get those 7 hours of sleep, like, somewhere, like throughout the day, I think that's fine, but I don't know for sure. Hello. You already sleep 12? Okay. So when it comes down to sleep, I can only recommend a certain amount because obviously I'm not a healthcare professional. But what I can recommend is the same thing that my doctors have recommended, which is basically have a consistent sleep schedule. What does this mean? That means same time every day. Wake up at the same time. It doesn't matter if you have the day off, it doesn't matter if it's the weekend, always wake up same time every day. Because basically, you're a biological machine and consistency matters. And then if that still doesn't help, then regular exercise, like on a regular basis. So that means whether like at the same time every day, just make sure you exercise, and that can help. And then the last thing that's been recommended is just like eat healthy. Napping makes your body ache. How long do you nap for? Hello. You should, okay, so like the ideal like napping length apparently is like an hour and a half. Because that gives your body enough time to actually fall asleep. And oh, what's going on? Gives your body enough time to actually fall asleep and get actual rest. And this is, okay, so this is by far not a technique recommended by anyone, but this is what basically got me through university, which is if I needed to cram the night before, but I needed sleep, what I would do, like I said, once again, I don't recommend this. Consult a healthcare professional. I'm not responsible for any adverse health effects that you might get from this. But if I needed to cram the night before, and I've been cramming all day, and I'm like, I need some kind of sleep, what I would do is I would drink coffee, go to bed, set an alarm for an hour and a half. By the time I wake up from that hour and a half nap, caffeine is already flowing through my system. So I get the double rest, for energy rest and caffeine energy, and then I would wake up and cram again. And that's what I did. I don't recommend it, but I read about it in a study tip book written by probably someone on BuzzFeed, which makes it instantly not credible. Good morning. Oh, today's stream will be short, by the way. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna try to aim for 2 hours, like how all my YouTube streams should be. Just cause like, I feel like 2 hours is like a good amount of time for YouTube, I think. We'll see. But it's something that I did do, and I didn't have any issues personally. But get sleep. Sleep is important. Very important. Any topic? I more or less like want to try to keep my YouTube streams more talking oriented. Like my favorite part about streaming on Twitch when I do just chatting is being able to, well, the nicest thing about streaming on Twitch now is that I'm large enough that some of the conversation is driven by people in chat that come in and they're like, what do you think about this? And then like I'll go on like a half-hour tangent, and like that's what I kind of like about that. Whereas like streaming on YouTube now, since it's like significantly smaller, I have to go back to like the old technique, which is, you know, manufacturing things to talk about. I mean, like, it's not that bad. It's like how I started, which was you just talk. You have to be really good at talking to no one in order to like try to make it as a streamer, right? Cause like when you're watching someone who's playing like a video game on Twitch, right? That's small. That's like an unknown, and they're just like sitting there like this. Then someone follows and they're like 10 minutes later, thanks for the follow. Hello? Hello, are you still here? Oh, well. Right? That's basically it. Okay, see you. Have a good sleep. I hit my desk. Hi, Riku. I haven't had a chance to implement your thing yet. The thing with the spawning that you showed me. It was too long for me to clip it, so I need to go back in your VOD, and I'm just gonna like OBS record it, so I could just like watch it over again. You wish the opposite was true? Well, the opposite is true if you're a well-known person. So like, for example, like if you're well-known in the esports community, then people will be like, oh, they're concentrating, right? Or they're just like a huge streamer, like Asmongold, XQC, Ludwig or something. You can screenshot the blueprints. Okay. What time zone am I in? Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Is the background 3D? Yes. Yes, it is 3D. I'm in a full 3D environment. I could have got, actually, I probably should, wait, hold on. I should probably do this for greater effect. Does that answer your question? Is this VR chat? No. I mean, yes. My world ID is 69420. Please don't come and force yourself into my world and rip my avatar. Please don't do that. The table mismatching? It only could be matched so much. Like, it's. I'm not like using optical tracking like Citizen Meta 1 is. Essentially, it's like good enough is good for me. Because like there's only so much you can do with the Vive trackers, especially if you only have one tracker on it. Hi, Lucas Silva. Pog, you're in the same world? Oh no, don't crash me. Please. What is in the fridge? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? It's just empty. The lighting is actually a very little ray tracing is in here. I'm using Unreal Engine 5's Lumen instead. It gives a similar effect to ray tracing. It's like 80% of RTX ray tracing, but at 0% of the cost, which is spectacular. That sounds like something I would do to people in VR chat, to be honest. Normally, if I'm in a random world and I'm in a particular mood, I'll just like shove things in people's faces. Yeah, pretty much. I have a very 50-50 I have a very 50-50 experience with VR chat. Like I've experienced the best of VR chat, and I've experienced the worst of VR chat. So my coping mechanism is to meme on VR chat, because yeah, I still like the game. It's a great way to socialize with people, but at the same time, it's like VR chat is that cesspool that has like, it's like a cocaine cesspool, right? It's like you're so addicted to it, but it's full of poop. It's literally a lake of poop, but you're like, the lake of poop has like cocaine mixed into it, and you're like, here we go again. Basically. What did you email me? I get a lot of emails, and I don't remember an email specifically from someone called Past It. VR chat is made with Unity. Unity 2019 431, I think. Oh yeah, the new VSeeFace looks so exciting with the props, right? Everyone, basically, why wouldn't you? There's like almost no excuse now to not use a 3D model, and because of VSeeFace's update, which is attachable props. That was the main reason why a lot of people were staying on Live 2D, because it was so easy to attach props in Live 2D. Now it's just a thing in VSeeFace, right? The cocaine poop lake. Well, hi Kabas. Yeah, I've switched to Unreal basically permanently, unless like the Unity Weta Digital relationship like changes a Unity more significantly, then I'll probably move back. But basically, put it this way, I don't anticipate that relationship bringing a lot of changes to the consumer level. But Unity is always going to be that one. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Unity is always going to be that thing that I want to keep an eye on, mainly because VR chat is based in Unity, and a lot of people play VR chat, right? Okay, Jarno. Last time I logged into VR chat, I went to a public that was Quest compatible, screaming children. So I was like, okay, time to go to the pug. I went to the pug, and you know what happened? There was a group of crashers that were just jumping all of the worlds to try and crash everyone out of the pug. That was literally last week. So I mean, like, like I said, I've had great experiences. I've met a lot of amazing people, and then I've also experienced some of the worst things, which is that. It's not going to stop me from playing VR chat. I've even been DDoSed from VR chat. Like, someone used a client to get my IP address and scripted, like, their script kitty to DDoS attack, and I still play it. My only solace is I know that one person specifically just got like hard banned off of VR chat, and they're super angry about it. But there's nothing they can really do. They're even banned off of they got their Twitch account banned as well, because they were live streaming, DDoSing, and using a hacked client. So I mean, it's really their own fault, because all they had to do was just go to their channel and like report the clip, right? Because, you know, not only is DDoSing against Twitch's terms of service, but also it's a felony. Okay. Well, I'm glad you got it working past it. Is Weta? No, Weta Digital was purchased by Unity. Hi, Shonen. The new VSeeFace doesn't make... Oh. I haven't... I don't really use VSeeFace like that. So I don't know. I actually plan to, you know, play with VSeeFace in the new update. I just haven't had a chance to. Cause you know, I should make a video on it. Well, the thing is that what was happening with that crasher group is literally they would load into the world, crash people, and then leave. Like, they wouldn't even be there for a minute. So there's nothing that, you know, you could do about it other than just not be in the pug. So, like, I could have changed worlds. Yes. I could have hopped to a different place. Yes. But instead, I just, like, went, I'll guess I'll log off. Hi, Delimiter. What's my motion tracker recommendation for starters? It depends on what you want to track. So, I mean, it really does depend on what you want to track. If you're just talking about body tracking, then I would just recommend using your webcam in VSeeFace, and it gives you like very basic tracking like this. And that's what I would recommend. Just use your webcam, like a C920 is good enough. Good morning. V4 compatibility. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know. You're talking about the Leap Motion and the drivers and yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I get it. Yes. I think if you go on the VSeeFace website or if you join their Discord server, there's going to be some information specifically about that. But yes, I know what you're talking about. I love the pug, though. I love it. It's my, like, basically put it this way. If you ever want to, like, by chance find me in VR chat, like, your best shot to find me is just randomly in the pug, because usually I'm there. Like, whenever I'm not with other people, I'm usually in the pug. Just because I've met most people that I know through the pug. For arms? I think you commented on my last video, right? So in that video, I did mention Leap Motion versus VR tracking. And it's literally like $400 versus $100 versus $400 versus $1,000. And it's literally whatever you can justify for your budget. So like $100 is a Leap Motion single purpose item. $400 is an Oculus Quest, no full body tracking. $1,000 is full VR. And, well, it's full VR. And then beyond that, you can get more expensive, but it's like whatever you can justify for your budget and what you can justify spending your money on, essentially. There are webcam tracking solutions, but they're garbage. Yeah, I know that was directed at Shonen. I was just like trying to butt in, be part of the conversation, be one of the cool kids. I go to the Black Cat too. So to give, like, the Black Cat's not that bad, right? I met Artsy in there a couple times. Just randomly. Like, that's not how I met Artsy, but sometimes I would be hopping worlds and Artsy would just be there. I'm just like, cause I know it's the real Artsy because I have the real Artsy on my friends list, right? So I'm just like, is that real Artsy? And I'll like click on him like, that is Artsy. What are you doing here? Yeah, several times just Artsy, just there. Oh, hey Domo. I heard about your meeting with Sly. And now I get the whole like hands, no face cam, and you know, the secret no rats platform that you have. I get it now. I get it after that conversation. Cause Sly was telling me, he's like, well, yeah. Well, hi Domo. Hello. Quest 2. Yeah, I'm excited. Quest 2. I think Quest 2... I'm just sad that the Quest 2 raised by $100 in Canada. Very sad. Always has half nude people. I have my safety settings on, so most people that appear as like the default robot to me. And usually, like, when I was last 2 weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, should I like turn my privacy setting down? Because I mean, like, I feel like I'm missing out. But then as I was thinking that, like, not even like 5 minutes later, someone's like, why is the lobby lagging so much? And then I was like, I'm not lag. And so other people are like, I'm not lagging. He's like, it's lagging so bad. And it's like, and so the person was like, do you have all the avatar shown? I was like, yeah. And like, that's why. I mean, I'm not too worried about joining publics as long as, because one, I'm not streaming. Two, I'm not as well known in VR chat. And three, I don't have a model that really matters. But yes, on YouTube today, I stream on YouTube once a week because like basically it's the only time that I can fit it in so that I don't break the Twitch terms of service. Like, even though technically I could stream on Twitch, I mean on YouTube, like like 12 hours later than my normal stream. So like, for example, I could have my Twitch morning stream on Tuesday, and then Tuesday night I stream on YouTube. But like, I can imagine like some, I don't know, uppity Twitch mod going, oh, well, that's the same kind of content. Excuse me? And it says in their contract that you're not allowed to stream the same thing within 24 hours. So that's how I'm like playing it ultra safe mode, because I don't want to lose my Twitch partnership. Yeah, but I don't like lagging in VR chat though. That's the thing. I don't like lagging in VR chat. But that doesn't stop me from joining Publix. I still go to Publix very often. I mean, like, the only real danger I have in VR chat is someone ripping my model, but I don't have my model in VR chat anymore. So, I mean, if you want to steal that poopy low poly model that I made, go ahead. I mean, you're gonna get literally like what, 100 polygons. Hello. But yeah, why do I like Publix despite like the inherent danger? It's, oh yeah, Domo, if you're still here, I know like you're a super busy person. Looking forward to that Netflix thing that you have going on, by the way. But a great way for you to connect with VTubers is VR chat. And like you get the best experience from VR. So if you don't have a VR device, maybe get one and just try it out, because pretty much every VTuber or content creator has dabbled in VR chat in some way. Like PewDiePie's been in VR chat, doesn't play it anymore though, I'm pretty sure. Connor, CDogVA, plays VR chat, which is something I found out recently. All of VShojo's there. I mean, it's a great way to meet people. And that's kind of the reason why I like Publix, is because you can meet people and sometimes have a really great conversation. And I think like a lot of the people that I know who are like VTubers now, I originally met them like on VR chat in some way, like before I knew that they were a streamer, or like before they knew I was a streamer. Usually it's before I knew that they were a streamer, because I'm pretty oblivious to a lot of things. I don't no, Netflix already has, no, I was talking about two separate things. Netflix does have a VR app. I tried it before. Basically, the Netflix VR app is literally you just sit in a couch and there's a TV in front of you. It's neat. It's neat. Oh, one thing that's cool about VR chat too is like, if you like anime, there's a lot of anime worlds where you could just watch streamed anime like together with friends, which is cool. I don't know, like I would say in terms of VR chat public worlds, I find like maybe 1 out of 5 worlds will have like someone that you can have a decent conversation with, right? But like what you're gonna find in between that is, you know, children, screaming children, people just blasting their music. Very rarely you'll find crashers, and then you'll just find people who are just utmost like toxic, but like trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. The world discovery? Well, that's the thing about VR chat, I find, is that like finding new worlds is quite difficult. So it's kind of like one of those things that I kind of like but also dislike, because it's hard finding a new world that you like, right? But like if you meet someone who's been in the game for a while, then you get exposure to like whole new worlds. So I bumped into, what's their name? They have like a fully red avatar. Octoplex? I think that's their name, Octoplex. Pretty great guy. I like just friendly to talk to. They made their own model, which is pretty cool. They made someone else's model I saw, and like they showed off one of the worlds. Like I joined off of a friend, and he was just like showing a world that he made for someone, and I was like, it was like not like, you know, extravagant, but at the same time it was like so cool and so unique. Like it felt like I was in a cartoon with like how it was set up, and then like I thought it was just like an image background, but you walk up to it and it's like these, it's neat. It was fully 3D rendered, but like rendered, the 3D models were made in perspective so that they would look a certain way if you're sitting in the home area. Really, really cool. And so I joined on him a few times, and often, like every time I've joined on him, he's always showing off worlds to other people. And like, it's been a while since I've joined someone who just like shows worlds that I haven't seen before. Yeah, like Omegle, like Omegle. Oh, I froze. Okay, give me a hot second. Bum ba bum bum. I've been trying to set up control rig on this model, but for whatever reason, it's not working. So what happens when I set up the control rig for this model is it'll just like pull the skin of the arm. I tried fixing the model with it and imported the FBX, and it still did the same thing. For some reason, like the control rig just won't bend the elbows, and I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why that's happening. You wonder if they did that way on purpose? I don't know. It wouldn't make sense that they would do it that way on purpose. It seems like more of like a problem of implementation, right? Because the biggest problem with most platforms, especially in social media, is discoverability, right? So I would imagine it's not intentional. I would imagine that it's just like a limitation, or just something that they haven't been able to implement yet. And to me, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's a curse model. It's a way to do that. You could say that, yeah. But yeah, I'm having this issue with, I haven't tested this with a different model, because I have quite a few models just that I've purchased. I even have some of those Ryan Ross models. I have a bunch of those, and a lot of them are Unreal ready. I think they can be retargeted to have live link tracking. Those models in Blender, though, are a nightmare. Have I seen those? I've been on the official Unreal Engine website and looked through their documentation. I've watched their, I've been to the Unreal Engine YouTube channel and watched all their videos on Control Rig. And I'm assuming that the problem that I'm having is that my model's just too scuffed. So hence why I need to test it with a model that is a known good model to see if it's a problem with how I'm doing it, or if it's a problem with my model specifically. And if I get a known good model that works, that I know should work, and it does the same issue, then I know it's a problem with my way of doing it. Whereas, if it works fine, then I know it's my model. I do have pets. Yes, I do. I have a cat and a dog. Yeah. So like, that's basically just troubleshooting, right? When like, it's like the same thing that you would do with if your computer's not working. Like, if you're not able to immediately diagnose what the problem is, then you have to be fortunate enough to have more than one computer and then just like swap the parts, see what works and what doesn't work. Oh, guten Tag. Ich bin ein... That's pretty much all I know. Other than that, I just know like some basic words, like that's just food, like schnitzel. Schnitzel's like low-key. Oh, schnitzel with sauerkraut. Oh, so good. And put a little like horseradish and mustard. Oh, so good. Oh, but by the way, yeah, Canada has a city. I've been to this, by the way, but Canada has a city that has the second largest Oktoberfest celebration in the world. And I've been to that city a number of times to go to the Oktoberfest parade that they had. It's great. I've never been to it of drinking age, so I only went there for the parade and the pretzels and the Oktoberfest sausages. Honestly, Raven, I think having just one PC is generally good enough. Right? If you want my full opinion on it, check out my latest YouTube video on talking about money and spending. And essentially that entire video is do what I say, not what I do. Because if you know, you know. Which city is it? I'll give you a clue. It's a city that is known as, that was previously known as New Berlin, and then got renamed during the World War because, you know, the Germans did the bad in World War II. But think about it, like, to give you my answer, like, you're talking to a person who's has a 2 PC setup, who's thinking about turning it into a 3 PC setup. So my opinion will make more sense once you watch my video and like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Comment down below. Comment down below. You still don't believe my need in 3 PCs? Okay, well, 1 PC right now is dedicated to just Unreal Engine. That's it. And you already were there when I was trying to run Unreal Engine and stream from the same PC. Multiple crashes. So this, I have a gaming PC dedicated to OBS right now, and it's using like half the GPU. I don't know why. It was doing the same thing on my main computer. So I did a fresh install of OBS on the other computer because it never had OBS installed. And I manually redid all of the scenes, and I did it properly. I have nested scenes now. Nested scenes. Problem persists. So it's like, I think it's like just a peculiarity about my setup specifically that just has a high tax on the GPU. Version 2 is the newest one, that's why. When you buy a model on Booth. Because you can update it, right? The name change? What's the name change? Why does OBS use so much? I don't know. I don't know. It's only with this scene. My main scene always uses a lot. I don't know why. And what I found out, thanks for subbing me on YouTube, it's none of my browser sources. It's none of my... Sorry. It's none of my browser sources. It's none of my extra thingies that I got going on. It's not this video that's playing. It's literally when I capture my VTuber scene, it just eats up the GPU. I don't know why. Like, I tested it because all I did was open up OBS, set my Canvas 1080p 6000 kilobit streaming settings, CPU encoding, and then I'm like, I just added this scene only, and then it's like, oh, 50% GPU usage, 40 to 50% GPU usage. Okay, I don't know why. It's not the RAM. It does the same thing on my other computer. It's doing it on two computers. If I just capture VSeeFace, no problem. So I'm guessing it's just my scene. It's the issue. No, I am not using ENVtuber. Pages or documents, then just never show your desktop. That's all you got to do. Don't do desktop streaming. It's morning here, and that's what matters to me. But hi. So that's why I'm probably gonna get a third PC. It's gonna be a Mac Mini. I think I've been debating like making a goal for it because it is something I'm planning to get, but at the same time, like, it feels kind of cringe to like make a goal for like I need a goal for my third computer. Now third computer. Do you know what I mean? When people are out there like making goals for move or rent or just like general life improvements, right? Whereas like a third computer is just so first world problem. Feels bad. You can get away without having multiple monitors. So like when I first started streaming, I didn't have multiple monitors, but even when I did non-VR content, I would say it's a lot more difficult. And having a second screen to see chat and things like that is so nice. But what you could do is that if you have only one computer, one monitor, if you have like a tablet or a phone, just open up the Twitch pop-out chat. And generally that's like good enough to get you by. Well, Sly has one monitor, actually two monitors right now, and an iPad now. So that's what she does. Yeah, I don't know why. I've already done tests, and basically here's my benchmark for this, Jarno, is I know this computer can run Cyberpunk. And the thing is, like, I can't use this with OBS and play Cyberpunk at the same time. And Minecraft, I opened Minecraft, I did a test recording, and also similar problem. It was getting low frame rate. What VTuber software am I using right now? That's a great question. I'll tell you the 2 YouTube videos that you should check out to get a more insight into that. First video is how to make your own VTuber app using Unreal Engine. That's a video that basically sets you up to be the building blocks of what I'm using right now. And second video is free VR motion capture. Check those videos out. And hey, if we hit 50,000 subscribers, I will do a walkthrough tour video where I basically tour you through my current setup and explain what things are for. 50,000 subscribers, let's go, we're halfway there. But the thing is, like, you need an OBS box, right? That's the thing, it's an OBS box. Like, if you can find me a computer that will basically handle OBS no problem, that's less than the Mac Mini, then I'd be open to it. It's gonna, well, what I will say, it's gonna be done in a very special way. I think Riku knows. So if you're super curious and want to look a little bit of a preview of what I'm talking about, how I'm gonna do it, you should check out Riku's stream. So if you just type in Riku VR and go to Twitch, and then you go to his last VOD, you're going to see me in the chat, and you'll get an idea of what I'm gonna be doing for the 50K walkthrough. So about that. So a computer. Basically, any $400 to $600 computer is garbage right now, especially in this current climate. And funnily enough, like, because of the price hikes, right? It's turned Apple computers into, like, Apple computer prices have not changed in price. So, like, they actually are pretty good deals if you think about it. Right? The only reason I'm not at 100K is 2 reasons. 1, I don't upload enough. And 2, I don't have a lot of call to actions on my videos. Right? I don't go like, look at this graph, because that's proven to work. Or saying like and subscribe at the beginning of the video. Like, if I did more of those things, which I'll probably have to do, I'll probably have to do that. It hurts me a little inside. But if I do that, I'll probably do better. And, you know, more importantly, upload more videos. Yeah, Apple becoming the value option. Isn't that funny? You're my biggest fan. I'm not hot right now, though. So I don't really need a fan right now. I have climate control, so, you know. some hardware dedicated for streaming, like Mixer to replace OBS. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Wrecked. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't get that. Basically, there's a couple contenders that are the case. It's like, one, I could just buy another gaming laptop, but I already bought like the best bang for buck gaming laptop, and it shot up in price by 50%. And I'm not gonna pay 50% more for something that I got for 50% less a few months ago. Do you know what I mean? Then there's the YOLO Live box, which doesn't have OBS compatibility, but it's small. But it's also more expensive than a Mac Mini. Hi, Meow. Look at this graph. Feel the guilt. 1,000% of you are not subscribed. What inspired me? Playing VR chat. Basically, playing VR chat. I was just like, I tried streaming a long time ago. And like when I was in university, like this is when Justin TV was still a thing. And my computer was just not good enough for that. And like at the time back then, in order to stream, you needed like specialized hardware for it. Whereas like now, you know, you kids have it so good nowadays. You have your fancy pants, OBS, and your ENVtuber encoders. Whereas like, you know, back then the only option was like XSplit. So then I saw VR chat. I was playing VR chat because I was super into VR, and I saw that people were streaming, and I got to know some streamers, and I'm like, this seems really easy. I could do this. It seems fun. You know, the infamous, I started streaming for fun. But then, you know, realized how much work actually goes into content creation, and it's basically like having a full-time job if you do it right. You're only 14? Well, I mean, you have the potential, but you probably shouldn't tell people your age, because people will start instantly judging you based on your age. So like, now that I know your age, I'm probably gonna start treating you differently, to be honest. And by differently is meaning like, so I used to be a full-time teacher. So like, it's my instinct to, you know, treat children like children. And, you know, not... It's part of the reason why a lot of my streams, I brand them as, like, PG-13, like Animaniacs PG-13, if that makes sense. Honestly, there's not much of a difference between 14 and 15. It feels like there's a lot of difference between those two ages when you're 14 or 15, but there really isn't. Basically, to me, it's, are you over 18 or are you under 18? And like, that's the benchmark. If you're under, and then once you're under 18, basically there's three different categories that I clump people into, is baby, child, kid. So, you know, thankfully you're, if you're younger, as long as you're over 13, it's fine. What I would recommend is if you are looking to becoming a streamer and you are younger, get your parents' consent. And content creation is essentially a full-time or part-time job. So put it this way, odds are you're not going to be like the next Ninja or Vshoujo or something like that, right? So what you should do is, I think 100% you can make it as a content creator, but you have to do it responsibly. So that means as long as you, so what you have to do is maintain status quo. So your grades in school should not drop. They should maintain the same or increase while you are making content. If there ever comes to a point where your grades and school become sacrificed for your content, then you need to reevaluate what you're doing and maybe take a back step on content creation. Because why am I saying this is because if you are not able to make content creation work without affecting your, life responsibilities, then you're not going to be able to make it as a full-time content creator as an adult when you're out there. Because as soon as you hit like some kind of a roadblock or a life thing happens, it means that you're going to have that same problem. Things are going to start going down the drain. Whereas like right now, if you're younger and you live at home with your parents, you kind of have a safety net. You're allowed to experiment. You're allowed to do things. You don't have to worry about paying for like electricity and rent and food. So you have more time to like learn and get to know how you work, right? So I think that, it's a great chance to try it, because most adults that want to get into content creation don't really have that same opportunity. So long story short, do it as long as you don't sacrifice school or any obligations that you have. So for example, if you normally have your room clean, make sure that you keep your room clean and keep your grades up. So everything should remain the same. Give no reason for your parents to go, well, if it wasn't for that gosh darn streaming or that YouTubes, you would be doing better in life. Prove them wrong. So you're a Mac user and you can't find a facial tracking thing? Basically, if you're a Mac user, facial tracking, good luck. Basically, try to get Unreal Engine up and running. Okay, so if you went down to Bs if you went down from straight A's to B's, try to get back into straight A's, or like as close as you can to straight A's, and try to maintain that grade while doing content creation. If you're able to do that, you're on the path to success. You don't have a webcam? Great. I have a YouTube video specifically about that. So it's called like no webcam Vtubing. It's one of my videos. No, I'm saying that here's the thing, right? A lot of people have this conception of content creation of, oh, you just turn on camera, you make funny haha, and then you upload to video, haha, so easy. But like, it's more than that. And what I'm gonna tell you is like the skills that you learn in school. Obviously I'm biased because former educator, right? Will help. Maybe, not like, maybe not like some of the skills like trying to find the hypotenuse of a triangle or the quadratic equation, but I'm talking about like the logic and reasoning skills and the social skills that you pick up from being in school in that environment. And the problem solving skills too, that's also a huge thing. So like, and another thing you could do too, right, is try to, how can you integrate? Like, how can you make those two things come together, right? So like when I was teaching and I'm super into content creation, I was thinking, how can I integrate content creation into the curriculum that I'm teaching, right? So that's why I've said this before, but that's why I said, like, I've always given, it sounds so lame. I've always given a video essay as an option, right? And I always I always started that part of my subject, that course, with you know, a crash course in how to do video editing and how to do compositing. And so that if they wanted to, instead of, you know, writing an essay, they could make a video presentation instead. Like, obviously, you know, they would still have to have a written component to it, but, you know, it's a lot better than having to write an essay and then, you know, standing in front of the class and giving a presentation, right? But the thing about VTubing, right? You don't need to spend a lot of money. Like, this model right here, the model that you're seeing moving around is like sub $100 total. Like, yes, some of it has come from my work. Some of it has become because I've scuffed things a lot, like this. You see this? You see this? But like, these are things I can easily fix. I just haven't. And I like, here's the thing. It's like, what makes sense for your budget? That's why I'm talking, my last video, I talked about that. What makes sense for your budget? And like, could I have gotten a model by Artgun? Yes, but would it have been better than this model? Probably. Artgun has super high quality models, right? But like, do you need to spend like more thousands of dollars to get started in VTubing? No, you don't. Literally, you can open a VRoid studio, make your own model there. It's free. Then you get VSeeFace. It's free. If you don't have a webcam, get Magic Mirror. It's free. Or the triangle? What triangle? What do you mean triangle? Hello? Coding can help, but you don't need coding. But the thing is, like, not a lot of VTubing applications accept, like, there's not a lot of VTubing applications for Mac specifically. So that's why I'm saying, like, Unreal Engine, basically. Or Unity, make your own. It's not too difficult. The steps are basically the same as the videos that I made. Just, you know, Macified, I would imagine, because, like, Unreal Engine, you can make Mac apps. Unity, you can make Mac apps. Hi, Perito. Thanks for the flex. What flex? I didn't flex. Did I flex? Okay, see you. Hi, GDev. What do you mean, free? VRoid Studio, free. Literally free. You go there and you download it for free. Make your model for free using VRoid Studio. Magic Mirror, literally a free download for free. If you don't have a webcam, because webcams cost money, that Magic Mirror doesn't require a webcam. So, like, then all you need to do is just have a computer that can just run OBS, right? Have a computer that runs OBS, open Magic Mirror, use VRoid model. Only cost is needing a computer. And I mean, like, if your barrier is you don't have computer, I don't know how I can help you there. It costs you sanity? Oh, okay. Pythagoras? Oh, right. The crazy cult of Pythagoras, who drowned people who thought of imperfect numbers. Right. Oh, yeah. Ah, Art Gun. Great person, by the way. But I mean, like, I think at the time my choice was try to get on Art Gun's commission list or buy a Rococo motion capture suit. And I'm like, what would serve me better? And, you know, that's why I went Rococo. But I did get a discount on it because I'm sponsored. Yeah, you could PNG tube. But I think at this point in time, being a PNG tuber is... the bar is too high. Because, like, unless you're able to do, like, little s levels of Vtubing, a PNG tubing, then you're better off going for, like, a Vroid model. Right? Because, like, if you've been to Little S's streams, it's literally like, how is this a PNG model? How? How have you done this? Right? It's so animated. It's like so much stuff going on. Like, I thought, like, how could Little S have a 3D model? And I can't imagine a 3D model being an improvement. Literally, I think a 3D model for Little S would be like a side grade. Just why? Why put in so much work into making like the PNG system work when you could just use Vroid and do it for free? Right? I'm gonna make a very controversial statement right now. And I'm gonna say, hi Krim, is that if you are unwilling, if you don't have the means to get like a nice fancy model, and you are unwilling to put the effort into using a Vroid model that you've made yourself, or, you know, just one of the default models, then you're probably not gonna make it as a VTuber. Because, like, as someone who has never really used Vroid Studio, there's all this hype about Vroid, the new Vroid update. And I launched it, and, like, within 5 minutes, made, like, a pretty decent model. So, I really stand by, I think no one, like, you have no excuse to not try it. And it's more important to start streaming than to try to have everything perfect in the beginning, because, like, in reality, no one's stream is perfect, right? And if you always be like, oh, I want to wait for this to be perfect, you might never start streaming, or you might spend so much money into streaming, but by the time you start, you're like so behind everyone else, right? Just start streaming, just do it. No, you don't need 2 computers to stream. 1 is perfectly fine. The only time you need more than 1 is if you're insane. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with that. Like, there's certain things that are just like a bare minimum, right? And not VTubing because you don't have like the perfect model. It's like the same as like not wanting, as like what Ludwig said about like how to be a successful streamer. If you're unwilling to make a list, then you're not going to make it as a content creator. And I think if you're not unwilling to, you know, use a free model or use VRoid Studio to like put 5 minutes of effort into making a model, then you're not going to make it. Hello? Oh. Hey, Perito, are you streaming tonight? I know normally like your stream time is around the same time as me, but are you streaming tonight? I know you're in a different country, so like 10, 12 hours from now? Are you gonna be streaming? Ah, okay. So Tuesday nights, I'm supposed to stream on Twitch, and it's like, I'm trying to like, I'm very bad at collabing with people. Riku, if you're streaming tonight too, let me know if you want to play Dark Souls together. It would mean that I don't have to stream if I'm on someone else's stream, right? What do you mean I'm desperate? I mean, like, I could stream myself, but it would probably be like Breath of the Wild or something. Share your process. Why not? Make a video on it. Like, put it this way, there's people who don't know how to do like basic things, right? Like, how often have you Googled something that's so asinine, like, I don't know, how to unclog toilet, right? How to unclog sink. How to fix hole in sweater, right? So there's a video for every, like, put it this way, Kay's Kitchen exists. Kay's Kitchen exists. And everyone loves Kay's Kitchen. Kay's Kitchen exists, so you have no excuse. Basically, no excuse. What do you mean, which app? You can use Blender. Use Blender. Oh, there's no butt spot here. It only works on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. People won't, well, I mean, unless you make a content, like, unless you make a video about being in a certain forest with certain dead people, then, you know, people will hate it. Who cares what you sound like, right? Who cares? Yeah, Blender. It's a program where if you stick your phone in this thing with the blades inside and you turn it on, it's gonna make like a horrible powder. How to Basic is good. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. I want to test something. I've hello? Okay. So I've redone my 5-tracker dongle spaces. Hopefully there's going to be less interference, which also means that my wireless mic should in theory be better. So I'm still using the same wireless mic. I haven't changed it. Oh, it's the static is still there. I see. I see. It sounds better though. I haven't changed anything. Vroid's Blender or Vroid Studio? Why not both? Why not both? Honestly, just start with Vroid and use a Vroid model. That's like the best starting point. Especially if you don't know how to use Blender, just use Vroid. If someone tells you that Vroid is bad and you should learn how to do 3D modeling, that person has a stick up their bum. But like a valid learning path is Vroid, then import your Vroid model into Blender, make it from there, and then eventually make your own model from scratch. I think is like a really good path. I think like probably the best way to go about adding clothes is Marvelous Designer, but that's, you know, a whole other bag of worms. You know, a $40 a month application just for making clothes. Oh, I really do want to try it though, because Marvelous 11 has built-in topology now. So like, you don't get like the spiderweb mesh that I was dealing with this, basically. Now, next thing, all they need is, you know, auto, like, weight painting, and, like, it's set, right? But they don't have weight painting yet. Hello. You know, okay, so, Harjal, you keep asking the same variation of the same question. Right? I'm not sure what you want. Literally just get Vroid Studio. Vroid Studio, VROID Studio. Download that. And if you're having issues, just go to YouTube and type in Vroid Studio tutorial. And you're basically set. If you're unwilling to do that, then I don't know how I can help you. Oh, apparently it's on Steam. There you go. I don't like getting the Steam version of things, because why would I get a Steam version of something? When I can just, you know, have the actual application installed? Like, I know there's like a Steam version of Blender, right? I'm also always on Steam, but like, why get it on Steam when I can just get it directly, right? To me, that doesn't make sense. Does the Steam version come with achievements? I don't know, but it'd be hilarious if it did. TF2 hats? Yeah, you get a booba pillow. That's what you get. How many hours you spent in it? I don't want to know that. don't want to know that. I already know how many hours I've sunk into VR chat and Guild Wars. Even though Guild Wars wasn't on Steam, it had, you know, a playtime. And let's just say I was in the 3000s for Guild Wars. I'm still really salty about my Guild Wars account getting hacked. And literally they could do nothing about it. Which is like, who hacks a Guild Wars account? Right? Who? Because all of the equipment is soulbound. Right? So the amount of effort that it takes to, you know, hack into someone's account to like decraft all of their materials for like 1/10 of the value to just resell is so stupid. Like literally it would be less effort to run a bot to farm for those materials. I don't get it. And also the fact that like ArenaNet wasn't able to do anything about it. Like they couldn't see that, you know, someone from a completely different IP address logged in, decrafted all my stuff, and they couldn't restore my account in any way, right? I think that was dumb. And that's basically what put me off Guild Wars. And this was before I could register all my stuff in the Hall of Monuments. So like, I had gear, like yes, armor doesn't matter, right? But I had like all of the armor sets, essentially. Like I even had the primeval set. Like some of these sets you could not get unless you had a group running it for you. And by the time this hack happened, like no one was running those anymore. So almost no one wore that armor anymore. So, and like, you can't just buy the armor. The only way you can get that armor is by running that quest, which no one ran anymore. So I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm just not gonna play Guild Wars. No, what happened was, thanks for subbing. What happened was, okay, so this is what happened. So there was a tool that everyone used to customize builds, right? I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like a software tool that you could link your account to like access the skills that you had and like try to make like builds, right? Because there was no easy way to reset your builds. So like that was the easiest way to do it, like especially like for GVG and PvP, right? And it's like it was basically just a way to make a build, test it out to see how it would work without actually having to log in the Guild Wars. It was a glorified database, but the thing is like everyone used it. Every like top 10 guild used this application. Then of course I'm guessing that that's the breach. Like someone hacked that database and that's probably where the account information got leaked. So like, yes, I'm partly to blame, but I still think that, you know, Guild Wars didn't have two-factor, right? And they weren't able to do anything about it. I think they should have been able to do something about it. I'd probably still be playing Guild Wars to this day if that didn't happen. Right? Pulse Clock Phantom? Right. But yeah, so I don't know. And now, like, from my experience of playing high level MMOs, basically, I just don't want to put the effort and time into like the way MMOs are going now, right? Like, you don't know how long an MMO is gonna last, and like I'm just unwilling to invest time into something that's probably gonna die. Like, for example, World of Warcraft. You're like, oh, you could be like, oh, just play World of Warcraft. Well, I mean, look at it now. Activision Blizzard. It's like everyone left. No, Guild Wars didn't do a subscription fee. It's correct. But they did release regular expansions. The thing is, though, is that at the time, Guild Wars didn't have two-factor. Like, when I stopped playing, they didn't have two-factor. So, for all I know, someone could be using my Guild Wars account right now. Right? But, like, there's nothing on it. But at the same time, like, I do know that they can't change my email because that requires email authentication. So they would have to be using the same password and the same email address. And by that, unless they're logging in with the same password and my email address, odds are no one's using my account. You will play Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2? Thanks for subbing. I don't know. I have Overwatch. I had it since launch. And I main Diva and Tracer, because, you know, I'm trash. But I haven't really played it a lot, I guess. No, I would not let them change it. It's my account, it's my name. They can F themselves. Knowing them, they're probably gonna mess up Diablo 4. I mean, everything else has been like a hot mess. I don't know. I just can't invest time into an MMO. I think, like, the next MMO I would probably invest time into would be a VR MMO. But, like, there is yet to be a good VR MMO. Right? Like, I would go full into a VR MMO. Do I like Apex? It's fun to watch, boring to play. Build one myself? Yeah. Like, building an MMO is so easy, right? I'll just, you know, make a GoFundMe and a Kickstarter and have a bunch of stretch goals. And then make sure that I word everything in such a way that I can just take the money and leave. You know, the industry standard for startup MMOs now. there's been a few like potentials for like what could be. Wait, can I do the Uncle Roger? Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, I can do the Uncle Roger. Oh, I love the new base station. Oh, by the way, I have 4 base stations now. Hi, Monster of Truth. Hello. Yeah, 4 base stations now, so I should have no problems with coverage. So to give you an idea, I have the 2 base stations in their regular location, top opposite corners of the room. I have one facing my chair so that it hits my hip tracker and a bit of my feet tracking. And then I also have a base station under my desk. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me know when your gloves come in, by the way, Monster of Truth, because apparently you're supposed to get gloves at the same time. Yeah, so here, see, that's the thing about wish lists, right? Only put things on the wish list that you plan to get, right? I had a base station on there, right? I didn't expect anyone to get me a base station. And then as soon as I got a 4th base station, I took it off. That's like the best way to handle it. Yeah, I know the MMO that Thrill talked about, and it's a laggy mess that has a lot of problems. I have not got an email about shipping. They still have until the end of November to ship it, so we'll see. The Realm of the Mad God MMO? No. I'm basically looking for an MMO that is full body tracked. Is basically, here's my killer list, right, for an MMO. Is have a really good character customization and or allow people to upload a VRM model of within a specific size range. Have the option for people to turn on and off visibility of people's custom VRM models. Have it so that it's full body tracked. I'm not sure if I said that. And then have it facial tracking compatible, VR and desktop compatible in crossplay. That's my wish list for a VR MMO. Oh, and like, you know, yeah, that's basically it. And it being Oculus Quest and, you know, PC compatible. That's my wish list. It's a very daunting wish list. I'd be okay if you weren't allowed to upload your own model. I'm fine with that exclusion. Zenith? I think so, yeah. There hasn't been an MMO that's like been good. The closest thing to an MMO that I've seen is a Township Tale or like VR chat, but I don't think that's gonna work. I think if any VR social-based game that's out there right now could make it as an MMO, could be VR chat. They could probably make it work. They would probably need to make it so that there are mandatory LODs for avatars. So they would probably have to have like an avatar SDK 4, which requires you to have LODs. And then I think that's the only way they can really make it so that you can be in a world instance with a lot of people. And then also, you know, like vision-based occlusion culling would also be another thing that they would also need to implement, but that's like on the engine side, and the consumer wouldn't really be affected by that. So like, I don't think it'd be too much of a leap, right? Because like right now, a lot of people want to have their model, like a version of their desktop model and then their Quest compatible model, right? So it's not that big of a leap. So like I think what could be done, right, is have what they could do, right, is just have it so that part of the SDK will auto screenshot your model to create like sprites, right? So that when someone's really, really far away, you'll just see them as a sprite. And as they get closer, you'll get more and more levels of detail, right? LOD. And like, I think they should probably make they should probably put a cap on model sizes. Probably. Because like, there's some models that are like 400 megabytes, and that's ridiculous. If you can have a model that can literally lag out everyone in the instance just because of how inefficient it is, then there's a problem. Yeah, well, VR Chat says they're working on it. I'm yet to... I just wish I could see more of what they're working on. I wish they were more transparent about like what is currently being worked on. Like, yes, you could follow the devs on Twitter. Yes, you can join the beta and whatever, but like, they need to have more of like a splash so that the general populace knows. And I think if they were to have like better marketing behind that, probably more people would sign up for VR Chat Plus. The reason I haven't decided to go for VR Chat Plus is just because I don't think I would benefit from it in any way. Even though like I do kind of want to have my custom icon there. I don't care enough. Because like that's the only benefit I can see is like, oh, I'll have a custom icon. Cool. All the other benefits like don't matter to me. I don't think like, okay, here's the thing. When and if VR MMOs become a thing, I don't think it's gonna, everyone thinks that you want to have an MMO where you need to be like able to do martial arts IRL to like be able to do martial arts in the VR MMO. I think that will be a certain aspect to some things, but I don't think that's ever gonna be the main component. Because it's the same argument where people are like, they want hardcore, like, full loot MMOs where like you can PvP someone, kill them, and their avatar dies and they have to remake a new one and you get all their loot. Like everyone's like, yeah, that'd be Pog, but no one wants to play that. So odds are what's probably gonna happen is like, if there is any motion-based stuff, like it's all gonna be like skill-based. So like you do like a basic punch and like you can activate certain skills while doing your punch, right? Or like a lot of it would be based on your skill. So like, for example, if you like swing your sword at someone, but let's say your dexterity and agility is not high enough and like you just won't hit the person. It won't make that connection. Am I filming using mobile? Yes, I'm using a Galaxy S3 right now. I'm running this entire thing, Galaxy S3, and I'm streaming live directly from it. No, sorry, I'm being facetious. No, I'm using a computer. A full lewd MMOs. Isn't that what VR chat's for? I mean, once BCI becomes like a standard, you know that's gonna be like a thing. And honestly, like, I think if an MMO came out with full BCI, right? And you were able to like replay from other people's experiences, like, do you know what I mean? Like you're having like so imagine like someone had a brain recording of them like surfing, right? And then you're able to like put on your BCI headset and then like play that recording, and you feel and smell and taste and feel everything that that person recorded. But the only difference, like, you can't obviously move your body, but like you're having like that in-body experience. I think that actually might do a lot to make the world a better place. And if you want to go read Ready Player 2, the sequel to Ready Player 1. And that would be my recommendation if you want like to go more in depth into that. Yeah, like brain dances, I guess. That's another way to think about it. I don't think it'll ever be as bad as Cyberpunk, though. You never know, though. Oh, it's still off. I keep trying to adjust it. Obviously, I'm doing a terrible job. Oh well. But why? Why would it calibrate it to my hand tracker? Then it's gonna be stuck to my hand. I want it to be something that I can grab. Basically, I want to try to get it as good as optical tracking. But I just need to fine tune it more to get it close enough. Use the arrow keys to make adjustments on the fly. Maybe I could do that. I think that's a little bit harder to implement. I think. Because I think I would need... Oh. The easiest way that I can think about is setting it up as a third-person character, but like, that sounds painful. That sounds painful. How many trackers do I use simultaneously? 10. Oh, hey, I'll show you something cool. Watch this. Wait. Here, watch this. Wait. Can I move my fingers? No, I don't have gloves. I will get gloves soon, though. Soon I'll have gloves. Soon. It's so dumb. That's so dumb, right? But it's so amusing because it's so just extra. What happened to my old gloves? They broke. So I got them refunded and I mailed them back. Apparently there's an issue with the shipping maybe. So after stream, I need to call Canada Post to see what the holdup is. So I'm gonna do that after stream. Well, the gloves that I'm gonna be getting, the new gloves I'll be getting are Rococo Smart Gloves. They're $1,000. And if you desperately want them, I will have once my sponsorship contract, you know, starts, I'll be able to give you a 10% discount code. I mean, still expensive, but hey, 10%, right? Hi. Oh my gosh. So like, I saw Tweez post on like the pet peeves of people coming in. It's like, hi, remember me? And it's like, it's so true. And like, my thought was like, literally the stream before that post went, like Tweet posted that, was I had, hi, remember me? And it literally on Twitch showed message from first time user. Which either means A, they're trolling, or B, they changed their account. And like, how am I supposed to remember anything? Right? What AP do I use? What do you mean AP? AP? What access point? What advanced programs? What Apple P? You need that discount code? I'm really hoping that, I'm hoping but also not hoping that like full body motion capture, like affordable body motion capture, like advances, because that would be better for the industry. But at the same time, I don't want it to advance for selfish reasons, because it would basically negate my investment into a Rococo suit. Because like, it's very possible that when I get my Rococo smart suit, like a few months later, like something groundbreaking comes out and basically like makes the Rococo suit like a piece of crap. It's like something groundbreaking comes out that's like affordable, it can be made like for on the pennies, and it's like X cents, Rococo off the track, all garbage now. And then it'd be like, rip people who spent 50K on an optical tracking system. Is it supporting Steam VR? No, it's not. It's a motion capture suit. It's not a VR suit. I would imagine that there is good money to be made to have a Rococo to VR tracked program. Like if you make a program that's like, I don't know, $10 or something, because like literally your market is so niche. So niche. But if you make it like $10, maybe even like $50, like a one-time purchase, people will buy it. Maybe like Not a lot, but people will. Well, what I'm planning to do is when I get the Rococo suit, I'll probably start streaming some VR with it. So, because why not? Right? Why not? Like, I think Vive trackers, I don't know how long they're gonna stick around, to be honest. The only nice thing about Vive trackers is that they're like $100 a pop, right? So it's not like, you know, you're super breaking in the bank. But like, you know, motion capture suits, right? I really do think that in the future, there is going to be people who will buy Rococo suits to play like VR chat or VR chat like games. 100%. I believe that. I don't know what Smile VR is. Unless you're talking about Slime VR. But like, Slime VR is not out yet. So why talk about something that's not out yet? Like, yes, you can build it yourself, but like, there's not a lot of comprehensive reviews other than like a handful of people, right? Because not a lot of people have it. Because right now it's either early access, pre-order, or you build it yourself. And I think a lot of people are just waiting. So yeah, Slime VR is definitely something to keep an eye on. I know Candy is gonna get Slime VR. So I'm looking forward to hopping in a call with Candy about her experience with Slime VR. Personally, I just can't justify buying one because it's a 100% side grade for me. And like, what do I mean by side grade? It's like when you're, you know, buying something, is it an upgrade? Is it a downgrade? Or is it a side grade? And I think Slime VR is a side grade. I think in terms of comparing to Vive trackers, it'll be a side grade. I don't know how much of a comparison it would be to a Rococo suit though, right? I think any downsides that the Slime VR like full mocap solution would have would be alleviated by it's inherently compatible with VR. Hello. So I'm definitely going to be looking, like, if someone wants to link me like a parts list and a how-to on how to make Slime VR trackers, I'd be down. I'd be 100% down. Like, I wouldn't mind trying to make it myself, but I wouldn't want to buy it, if that makes sense, because if I buy it, it's a side grade and like it's gonna collect dust. If I make it, at least I have the experience of making it, and then I could talk about it, and I'll have a more intimate knowledge of how Slime VR works. Rococo suit is not VR supported, correct? Put it in, yeah, you could put it in the Discord. Yeah, you could do that. You could put it in hashtag Vtubing, and if you could ping me, let me know. And if you put the parts list and like the how-to in that same message, I'll pin it. Cause like, yeah, I'd be down. Especially like if the parts aren't that expensive, slash like, I might want to like sew the circuit boards to like fabric instead. You know what I mean? We'll see. For Meta, you mean Facebook? Odds are they're not going to implement any kind of tracking system other than a camera-based tracking system, like what they already have. Yes, I do have a Discord. I'm pretty sure if you type in !Discord, or if you go in the description, you should be able to find a link to my Discord server. Or if you go to my YouTube channel and go to the About page, I think my Discord is also linked there. You can find it somewhere. I don't think it's a mirror thing. I think that's just a rumor. I really think that's just a rumor. Like, I have a feeling like Facebook just put all that crap out there to be like, to get hype. And basically to be like, to dump on HTC and their Vive Flow. Which, I mean, basically trying to dump on, like, in hindsight, Facebook trying to like dump on, to try to bury HTC's, you know, Vive Flow event was basically like trying to slam dunk on a corpse. Because, I mean, HTC Vive Flow looks terrible. Hi, Zone Trigger. The only thing that's weird is that, like, if someone joined in the live stream late and they start from the beginning, they can still live chat. But, like, I can respond to it, but they won't see my response until, like, you know, later, right? Good morning, Melon Bread. Taking VR development classes? Nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten the tracking perfect on it yet. Which is, you know, not great. Also, I think I'm getting some kind of interference a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I think the issue is that I didn't recalibrate my play space after adding the 4th base station. So that could be the problem. Maybe. I probably should have calibrated my play space again, but I didn't want to because I was lazy. Do I know that person? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Hi, Toxic Glitch. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly check something. Where's my mouse? There it is. Discord. Okay. Never mind. Do you like... Huh? Do I like what? Jarno, what are you talking about? Oh. I don't know who you're talking about. And I didn't do their facial tracking, so there's no correlation there, I guess. So I don't know. So like this face was originally unrigged for facial tracking, so I rigged this face up myself. I feel like you're trying to like get me into like a these nuts joke, Jarno. That's what I feel like when you're saying that. Hence why I like purposely didn't say the same word. Of course you are, yeah. Oh, hello? Chair? Why did you suddenly go super off? What the heck? Okay. I wonder what's causing that issue. But Chair is protesting. But it's still tracking though, that's the thing. It's just like it went super off. It's honestly, it's probably because I didn't calibrate my play space again. Oops. Oh, that means I need to do it today after stream, is recalibrate my play space. Wait, what if I turn it around? Will it like snap back to the right place? Are you gonna snap? Oh, maybe it snapped back. Maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's definitely a play space issue. Okay, have a fun time doing homework. Oh, I see. Yeah, if you spell it backwards. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. I didn't even see that. Yeah. I think that's more of an issue with interference than that issue is more prominent if you have Vive dongle, if you have dongle interference. I think. You know, getting dongle blocked by wireless interference. Bro, don't block my dongles. Well, that's what it is. Like, you notice how, like, okay, so before the 4th base station, I've already tested it. All I did was move my Vive dongles around and, you know, much better tracking. Less interference. The only thing that the 4th base station does is make it so that my feet don't lose tracking if I, like, hold it at a weird angle. The mega dongle. Oh, it's gonna be so good to have that. Oh, by the way, so I did something really dumb. So I bought something from my own wish list, which was the LAN adapter for the Switch. And the reason why I wanted the LAN adapter for the Nintendo Switch is to eliminate another Wi-Fi. Like, basically, I'm trying to eliminate as much Wi-Fi and wireless stuff in my space as possible. So I bought that adapter, the officially Nintendo licensed one by Hori. I don't have an extra Ethernet cable. So I'm like, oh, I ordered an Ethernet cable. I don't have any extras. They're all in storage, packed away. And I don't want to dig through those boxes, basically. Oh, also, I've been in Korea too long. So I no longer have a winter coat. So last night I had to buy a winter coat for the first time in a very long time. So I am now the proud owner of a winter coat whenever it comes in the mail. I bought myself a winter coat, and also I got Sly a winter coat as well. Hopefully they fit. I was thinking about getting one on Amazon, but Amazon's like full of brands that I'm not familiar with. And like, I don't I don't want to like buy something from Amazon and have it be garbage and then have to go through the whole like mailing return process. So I just bought it online from a brick and mortar store so that if I get it and if I have an issue with it or if it doesn't fit, I could literally just, you know, drive to a store and return it. And to me, that just seems so much better, right? Hi, Polybloom. I don't like those jackets, the bubble coats. I think they're terrible. Oh, right. By the way, this is supposed to be a shorter stream. So, yes. I wish we could, you know, raid people on YouTube. I wish that was a thing, but it's not. So, you know, basically every YouTube stream I've been in just awkwardly ends with, okay, bye, ends. So let's keep with the tradition then. Yeah, the only raids on YouTube is Raid Shadow Legends. Correct. 100% correct. All right, so hey, if you're new to my YouTube channel and you want to learn more about VTubing, hit that subscribe button. Once I hit 50,000 subscribers, I will do a tour of my setup. Also, if you didn't know, I also stream on Twitch regularly, like more often than I do on YouTube, because on YouTube I only stream once a week. Everywhere else I stream on Twitch more often. So hey, at this basically the same time I'll be streaming on Twitch. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then also later today, maybe. I might be on someone else's stream though. I'm basically just gonna be like harassing people. Hey, wanna do a collab? Hey, wanna collab? Can I get some of them collabs, please? That's what I'm gonna be doing. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. And no shadow raids today, so check out my last video. You know, go to my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye.